It's the fastest 2 minutes in sports. I'm talking about the Kentucky Derby, and if you're one of the millions of Americans who love to watch it but can't make it in person, whiskey expert Melissa Riff joins us now to show us how to host a perfect and authentic Kentucky Derby watch party. I'm so excited that you're joining us today. So what's your favorite thing, Melissa, about the Kentucky Derby each year?
Well, Jordan, as a local Louisvillian, one of my favorite things about the Kentucky Derby is seeing so many people from all over the world come to our city, and we really get to showcase the best of us, whether it's our food, our bourbon, hospitality, our fashion. It's just a great time for people to come and see everything that we love about being Louisvillians every single day.
And how did the Mint Julep become the official drink of the Derby? And also, how can we recreate it at home?
Well, the Mint Julep actually has a long history that actually predates the 149 years that we've been running the Kentucky Derby, but it's always been linked to the horse racing industry for a long time, whether it was folks working on the horse farms and at the track, waking up in the morning, using it as a restorative to kind of get their day going, or those pewter and silver julep cups that were historically used as trophies for winning jockeys. Just a long relationship until 1939, the Kentucky Derby made it the official drink of the races. Now, making a perfect julep is really easy. It's super simple ingredients. We've got all of them in front of us here. And it starts with simple syrup or sugar and water. So we use a simple 1-to-1 ratio to make a simple syrup. And we're going to put 3/4 of an ounce of that into the bottom of our glass. Cool thing about the julep is you build it right in the glass. So it makes it really easy for serving to your guests at a party. The next thing we're going to do is take about 8 to 10 mint leaves and throw those into our glass. And now we want to lightly muddle them just to bruise that mint. You don't want to overhandle it or you're going to get some bitter flavors expressed from that herb. So make sure you do that lightly. And then, of course, our favorite ingredient, the Old Forester 86 proof. We're going to use 2 ounces of that bourbon and just top off our drink with it and give it a nice stir. One of the things that people love about mint juleps is that they're really refreshing. So as you're stirring this, you want to let that glass kind of frost over on the outside. Nice long hot days at the track call for really refreshing mint juleps. Now, the last thing is you want to top that with even more crushed ice so that it heaps over the top of your glass. And then you're going to garnish it with some fresh mint. When you garnish with your mint, you want to make sure that you express those oils again. And the way that we do that is we just slap that on the back of our wrist and throw it in the drink. Now, if you love a classic julep, this is going to be a great one for you. But if you're looking for something a little bit different this year, we're paying homage to our French heritage here in Louisville by creating the French julep, which just takes a little bit of Chambord on the top for that black raspberry spin.
Ooh.
Now, as you're making your juleps, remember to sip responsibly and enjoy.
Yes, it looks so good. And I love the tip about the mint, too. I didn't realize, because I'm thinking, okay, the more you muddle, the better it is, and it can get a little bit bitter. So I'm glad. And then the slapping it on the hand, I would have definitely never done that. So thank you for that. So now we know what we're drinking, right?
Pro tips for you.
Yeah, what else do we need, though, to have a perfect Derby watch party?
Well, I think if you're going to have good drinks, you got to have good food. And some of my favorite Derby foods are pimento cheese and Benedictine, which can be used as spreads on a sandwich, or I like to serve them with crackers or pretzels as a dip. And then, of course, for your dessert station, Derby pie, that pecan and chocolate combination just lets everybody know it's Derby time. In addition to the food, it's really fun to encourage people to get into the fashion of Derby, whether that's bright colors or a little bit of flair or big hats. It's really fun to have people really put their own spin on that Derby style. And then finally, give them something to root for. When I was a kid, my parents used to cut the roster for the running of the Derby out of the paper that week. We'd all draw from a hat, and that was the horse we were rooting for. Just any way to get people engaged in the race is a really fun way to throw your party.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course, as a whiskey expert, you've got to tell us your tips for picking the perfect whiskey. Are there flavors we should be kind of searching for?
Well, I think that picking the perfect whiskey for you is all about what flavors you gravitate towards. So I think start with broad categories and ask yourself, do I like more spice? Do I like more fruit? Do I like more desserty confectionery flavors? And one of the things I love about Old Forester is we have a broad portfolio with lots of different flavor profiles. So there's something for everybody to find.
Wonderful. Well, where can we go for more information on all of this, Melissa?
For more information, you can visit oldforester.com for information on our whiskeys or tips on how to throw the perfect Derby party. And happy Derby. Cheers.
Yes, cheers to you. I wish I had one in my hand, too. Thanks again. And if you'd like to see this interview again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.